Hello again, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm letting you into my flat. I'm doing a flat tour and yeah, I love to watch how other people live. Yeah, so of course I had to do a tour on my own. I live in a very small flat. It's 45 square meters. It's 2 rooms, 1 bedroom, 1 living room and a little tiny kitchen. But I've changed them around a bit. And this is a tip from me to you, to decorate for you. Don't decorate for what is expected of you. Don't decorate for if you maybe perhaps have guests, or if you maybe perhaps need to do this. Decorate for you and for your needs. I live alone with my cats, 4 cats. And I don't entertain, but I paint and I love books, and I need a place for my clothes, so that is my priorities. Also, I talk about things from my grandmother's house. 2 of my sisters and I and my uncle, we inherited my maternal grandmother's house, and last fall we went up there to get it ready to sell, and I brought back lots of things, mementos and pretty things. So when I say this is from my grandmother's house and this is from my grandmother's house, that's what that is. And yeah, I think this is what I have to say. Welcome to my home. I hope you like it. So this is where we start. This is my door. Very exciting, not? And my tiny hall. See, it's just a tiny hall. This is one of my favorites at home. I have made this patchwork wallpaper from mostly vintage wallpaper. This is a poster. This is a shopping bag. This is a cookie tin, which I put on the wall. I put hangers in, hooks in, and now I store my keys. This is a 50s phone shelf from my grandmother's house, and now I store my scarves and my headphones here. The hangers are also vintage. These beautiful mittens, my father's new wife made for me, and this scarf I made for myself. A coat, 80s, shoulders and all, so very wide shoulders, but I love it. And a bucket for my shoes, And this is my stairs going up. I will eventually put a new floor, so this ugly floor, the ugly stairs, it will be yellow and checkered. Here is my upper hall. I will have a bench built to cover my litter boxes, or the cat's litter boxes. And there used to be a closet here, so I will have that painted. I will paint that white, and then I will put shoe storage on the wall. An old bench, fire extinguisher, and an old sign. This is an old cupboard, maybe 50s, 60s, where I store china, bed linen. I have yarn in the drawers. This is a DIY. I painted a corkboard and then hammered nails in to store my earrings and necklaces, some rings. I just got this. There. A carry necklace, but for me. And the shelf I got from a friend. Got trinkets and knickknacks and such, mostly vintage. I got these little houses as gifts from swaps at illustratedATCs.com. You'll find lots of art from Illustrated ATCs at my home. Here is where I store more jewelry in these old wood boxes, which I've painted inside. These are brooches. Oops. Here I have my bindis and a lip balm. And earrings. And bracelets and watches, and a couple of bracelets that needs repairing, and an old jewelry dish with a cat from my grandmother's. This I have had for years. I love it. It's so bright and sparkly and colorful. Here we have more jewelry, the bigger necklaces, and the sugar skull that I made, and my bathrobe, which is vintage. This used to be my bedroom. Now it is my art room slash dressing room. We begin here. This is the first art wall of several. I love antlers painted white, so I have a few. This is from a reindeer. And this, and this, and these, and these, and this, and that, and that, which I will frame when I get a frame, and that, and those are all from swaps and trades at Illustrated ATCs. This is from a Moomin book. These are old, we call them filmstjärnor in Swedish. They are collector cards from the 50s, 60s. An icon I bought at the Red Cross. And a clock. My parents when they got married. Postcard. And a postcard. And another postcard. And another. And here are some prints I bought at Etsy. And this wooden fish my youngest sister made for me when she was little. You see, art doesn't have to be expensive or difficult. Just have to be things that you love, that you put on a wall. Speaking of art, there are some of mine. And this is one I'm working on. Here I have some of my bags. This one and this one are from Swedish brand Little Font. They have beautiful bags. I don't use a hairdryer, but I had to buy this. I love polka dots. And this shelf was from my grandmother's. I painted it white. I made this cross stitch. I bought the pattern at Etsy. And then I had it framed and I love it and I don't know where to put it, so it's on my shelf. And here are some perfume and lip balm. More perfume. This is my favorite. Kenzo Jungle L'Elefant. And it's very heavy, very spicy, but very yummy. And my sunglasses. Case inspired by the Carrie Diaries. And my window. This is my pelargonias resting, waiting for some summer. The lamp is thrifted. Pretty much everything at home is thrifted, vintage, old. Almost nothing is new. Here are my art supplies. I bought this cart new at IKEA. This little drawer unit is bought second hand, but it's from IKEA. As are these bookcases. They are from IKEA but bought second hand. And this is an old IKEA box as well. Both this one and that one I've glued wallpaper on. Love patchwork. And this I've decoupaged. This is really great. This is a flower pot shaped as a bear. And now it just keeps stuff. These books I use as collage elements for my art. This and these paintings and this and this are also gifts from swaps and trades. This little shelf is vintage, as are these old tins and boxes which used to hold art supplies. I love this little squirrel. It's not old, but I bought it second hand. This is an old IKEA. I painted it white, and the inside bright red. Goes really well with that one. And I put two vintage dressers on top of each other, and they store my clothes, my underwear, and my bras, and my tights, and a couple of sweaters. Yeah, underwear. This is my favorite drawer. All of my knitted socks. Lots and lots. These are also, I decorated a plain box. These cross-stitch bears. Let's see. My mother made for me when I was a baby. These cloth racks are from IKEA, and they are new as well. This is all my clothes, my cardigans, and my very few tops, and my dresses, and my vintage clothes. This was a swap present from Illustrated ATCs, and in these boxes there are more cardigans, and I bought a new vacuum cleaner because I have 4 cats. See if you can spot them all. 4 cats and a small flat. There are 2 in here. This is just storage stuff. There are my Christmas decorations, my little Christmas tree, some old wallpaper and gift wrap. I bought this fur second hand. I love it. I unfortunately, sorry, have outgrown it. And stuff. And a cat. And we keep moving. This is a new cardigan I bought at work. I work at the Red Cross, and it's drying. Here is my bathroom. It is very unimpressive. In the suitcase I have shampoo and stuff. And here are my makeup brushes and pencils. In these tins I have eyeshadows, blushers and stuff. Carmex, my favorite lip balm. And dry shampoo, a girl's best friend. This also L'Oreal Nutrigold face oil. It's good shit, good stuff. and part of my nail polish collection. Baby wipes to remove makeup and such. Mascara, lipstick, coconut oil. I use it in my hair or for shaving my legs. And here we go. And that scratching is a cat in a letterbox. And here is a collection of mirrors and more art. This was a gift in a swap. This was a card I framed. This I bought at Etsy. And this little mermaid doll I made. And here are more nail polishes. Little animals to keep my jewelry company. Birds. And in here we have the kitchen. It is tiny and full of stuff. That's my recycled plastic bottles. I've done my fridge with sticky plastic. Lots and lots of triangles. These magnets were also gifts from swaps. And a witchy calendar. And this is my pantry. I keep everything in tins and jars. And plates and bowls and milkware. This I got the other day. I don't have much purple, but I love this one. This one I collect. I have a bunch coming this Easter. A friend bought them for me. And up there in the cupcake tin there are cupcake liners. And then there are my favorite candle holders and a vintage toaster. And that little teapot I bought in Morocco. And I used to collect bento boxes, so these two are my favorites. And I don't have very much spices. I hardly ever cook. I hate cooking. So, and I need to exchange that one, get a new one. Here's my window. That wallpaper used to be in the kitchen when they built this house, and I found some in my old closet when I moved in, and it was just enough for this little nook. This lamp was made by my grandfather. These are my favorite pelargonias. They're called tomentosum. They smell just like toothpaste. Yum. And an old plastic gnome. An old clock, used to be my grandmother's. Another pair of antlers with the cutest tea strainer. I love it. I never use it, but it's so cute. And more painting, more art. This one I made from hammer beads. That is me with my youngest nephew. And that's me. and 2 of my sisters. This is one of my favorite things at home, my tea shelf. I drink loads and loads and loads of tea. These are my favorite brands. Clipper, Yogi Tea, Celestial Seasonings, and Paka. And I've got a collection of pretty tea tins as well. Here are some more. And tea strainers, honey. This is my smoothie machine. This is a DIY. I made a little bookshelf out of books, just screw them on. And this is my living room slash bedroom. That is a sofa bed and I sleep in that one. It's vintage, as is the table, the rug, the end table, the cushions, the lamp, the chair, the rocking chair used to be my great-grandfather's. We start this way. This is my altar, nothing too fancy. And another art wall. Most of my art here is thrifted. Let's see. This one, this, and this, and that, and that, and those two, and that, and that. Those are postcard. That's a map of the United States glued on a piece of wood. That one I traded for. This is my mother on her wedding day. I got this as a Christmas present from my father. Another postcard. This is one of my favorites. Dead bird, but yeah, I love it. This is me when I was a baby. And one more of my mother. This I bought at Etsy. This is a print. That one I traded for. And that clock was a gift. And this one I framed yesterday. The frame is from the 50s. And that is my mother when she was a baby. See the resemblance? We look very much alike. This is one of my favorite plants, a cassola. And a plant stand that's vintage. And all of the tea light holders are vintage as well. I just bought these two. I've made the tablecloth from doilies. A sewing box. I bought at an auction. And this holds yarn and stuff. Also thrifted. And the magazine rack is from my grandmother. I thrifted the cushion. And the bear with the cutest of faces. And the cushions. And yeah, pretty much everything. I've painted these elk antlers white. I love them when they are huge, but so pretty. My computer. Oh, I got this EOS lip balm. I saw it all over internet, all over YouTube. I won't buy it again. This doesn't even come close to Carmex. Oh, these I have. And this one I have coasters. I've made these from the covers of old Harlequin paperbacks. I love how kitschy and fun they are. And I painted this white. And the glass bowl is vintage. This, on the other hand, is new. See if you can see it. And it's a beauty. I wanted one of these for years, and I got one a couple of months ago. These are thrifted. Here is my bed table with my mosque alarm clock. I bought these two at an auction, and this is where I keep all those knickknacks I can't resist buying, like the cutest, tiniest trailer. This is thrifted, and this comes from my grandmother's, and it's a beautiful day. I bet it's cold as heck, but it's beautiful. And my balcony, that bag, that suitcase used to belong to my great-grandfather. I am painting this white. There will be white around the windows as well, because that is so much prettier than dark brown. And my flower, my plants. Unfortunately, my plants don't like me as much as I like them. I have mostly succulents because I tend to kill other plants. And all of the flower pots are old, from the 50s, 60s and 70s. And this is a grandfather clock, actually made by my grandfather. And another vacuum cleaner, a new one. And my tripod. And a basket for my cats. I painted it, and I made the cushion. And these are my bookcases. They are all new, bought from IKEA. These candle holders used to be just plain pine. Now they are painted white. Some miscellaneous books. These are books by Norwegian writer Margit Sandemo, and I think they are really ugly. So I have been painting them all, and yeah, there are 47 of them, so I got my work cut out for me. Here are some really old books, so pretty, an old camera. This is also old. And here are some granny chic books, my Christmas books, blankets, and a quilt, and photo albums, and magazines. And we go up there. Here are my Japanese craft books, Stitch and Bitch calendars. I've been published in this one, I think. And books about vintage fashion. And these are some vintage books. And art books. More art books. And my collection of retro ceramic vases. My witchy books. My craft books. And my cookbooks. And my DVD box sets. And this is the rest of my DVDs. And here are clippings from mostly interior magazines, mostly home tours. And this is fashion books. Lots of vintage fashion, but other fashion as well. There's also dumps to find. These are my interior books. As you can see, they're retro, mostly vintage and retro. And magazines. And my ATC collections. Lots of pretty art. ATCs stand for artist trading cards. And these are my newest bookcases. This is mostly novels. In those boxes are my tarot collection. That's old postcards from my mother's home, and paperbacks, and paperbacks, and more paperbacks. This is a bookend, Tutankhamun, and more paperbacks. And this is a, I don't know, what do you call Fool Lion? I don't know. Paperbacks. And a fox. And my Mother Makes, which is one of my favorite magazines. I love these Barnes & Noble leather-bound classics. I have these three and another on my Alice in Wonderland shelf. And there are my newest books. These are some YA. These I also collect because they are really pretty. And these I used to collect, but now I have them more. They are Barbie books from the 60s. And my Alice in Wonderland collection. This is another Barnes & Noble leather-bound classic, as is this and this. And this is a Penguin cloth-bound classic. This is an art journal I got this Christmas as a gift in a swap. More YA. These are also pretty new. And some children's books. I love this. This is beautiful. Beautiful illustrations, beautiful story. And I've got Mittens in that box. And here are some novels, mostly chick lit. And more hardback novels. I got this box this Christmas as well. I got, this is my piggy bank. And there are more hardbacks here. And there. And my art magazines. And this box contains Christmas ornaments that used to belong to my grandmother, and me and my sisters have to divide that. And since my kitchen is tiny, there are no room for all of my mugs and glasses. Since I can't stop buying them, I have less and less room for them. I collect these Moomin mugs. They are beautiful. Let's see, that one I just got because it's going out of print. And my teapots. And there I have some bottles and jars. Love this wooden box. It's also from my grandmother. An owl. And that horse I will give away. And here I collected my floor lamps, because I don't have room for them anywhere else. So that one in the back with a teak leg is 50s, and these two in the front are from the 70s. And here are more art. That one was a gift in a swap. That one is from my grandmother. That one my stepmother made for me for Christmas '04. This is my first cat, and this is my third cat. So yeah, I think this is about it. I don't have curtains up because the ones I put up last time didn't work, and I haven't had the energy to put something else up. I see lots of Lots of art, lots of color, lots of books. You get one last look down here as well. And as you can see here, I haven't finished painting the walls in my stairs because I can't reach this far. And this is an old school poster. Had met hello. Home. I hope you enjoyed the tour, the very, very long tour. I'm sorry I'm being terribly... I have a terrible cold, which you can hear because of this heavy breathing and the sniffles and yeah, sorry about that. I didn't want to wait until I was well. I wanted to get this filming going while there was sun and there was light. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do come again. Goodbye.